Look, I've been holding it in for a while. I've been meaning to talk about this topic for quite some time, and it's the day that I'm waiting for where I can walk away from everything that's going on currently right now. Uh, the job that I'm at, the school that I'm in, the same cycle that keeps on going on and keeps me in this like toxic mindset and toxic way of life that I'm in right now. Um, the issue is that I'm kind of stuck in this cycle of when am I going to start the social media? When am I going to start the videos? I've made a couple of videos here and there, but it's not that hard to turn on a camera and talk to it for 10 minutes in a day, you know? And what are the people at the top doing differently than I am? I need to be putting in at least 10 times more effort than what those people are putting in to be able to achieve the same results, you know. And when I'm sitting here, you know, I need to be talking to this camera more often, and I think that a lot of people can relate to some of the things that I can put out there and that I can say, but I keep telling myself these lies of when a good day or when a good time will be to start it. However, I just need to sit down at this fucking camera and just start talking and uh, showcase what I'm good at, and I think that I can be really decent at this and just expressing to other people and being relatable. You know, uh, I want these videos to be like something raw that I can just talk to a camera and express my feelings, and hopefully somebody else can sit down here and relate to that. Like right now it's not about like a number in my bank account. It's really about uh, you know, like being able to step away and take like real action and real ownership over, what my day looks like day to day. It would make me so happy to be able to not only just know that I'm not bogged down or tied down by a specific thing, but I'm able to completely shape exactly what my day looks like. And I don't think that it'll come from me waiting for a correct time. It'll only come when I start to actually try to structure the correct day myself and take ownership of that. Whenever I take the initiative to start this camera up and start talking to it, and put my great ideas out onto this camera and speak them through the camera to other people, hopefully, that can relate to something that I talk about. Like right now, I don't love the situation that I'm in, so nothing changes if nothing changes. So what are we doing? I need to be doing more work, you know? I have the first portion of my day really really mapped out. I wake up in the morning. I do my like 9 a.m. I wake up. I do my trades, and then after that it's like, what else should I be doing with my time? Well, you've been really wanting to do social media for a long time, like ever since I've been in elementary school, really. I've been making like YouTube content or like trying to start up being a content creator, but I never knew exactly what I wanted to focus on specifically or what I wanted to do exactly. But I feel like now this is the perfect time and the perfect situation where I can express that freely without actual like care really. Uh, at this point, I don't care what a single person has to say over my life. Even if a person wants to inject negativity or whatever else or cast doubt upon what I'm doing, it's like I've been hit so many times over this journey, and like even becoming like really good in my fitness, like I've dropped 60 pounds over the last year, and like hella people telling me like, oh, doesn't it get boring eating the same thing every day? Or like, oh, you need to step out and eat like some bullshit every once in a while. It's like, why am I taking advice from you? Why am I taking advice from you? You're not in the spot that I want to be in. you're not even nearly in the position that I want to be in. So why would I ever take a single ounce of advice from you? It's like, shut the fuck up and stay in your own lane. Like I couldn't care less what you have to say. If it's something negative about what I'm moving towards, and I know that it's something that I want to move towards, why the fuck would I let your opinion, dictate what I'm gonna do? It's just not something that like makes sense at all. Like, imagine letting some random motherfucker that like doesn't have significant impact in your life, like let those words take over and control your mind. They have fucking mind control over you, dude. Like, fucking idiots, bro. I can't be bothered by any of these fucking people. And, it's really about being able to take control over my own life. Being able to create this dream life that I want to live. You know, I want to be somewhere warm. Like today, it's not good weather outside. It's another example of like, you could sit inside and be like seasonally depressed during this time, or you turn on the fucking camera and get to work. Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in the school. I don't want to be doing this. I'm at the school right now to record this video. That's about it. It's the only private place I can really take time away and get towards doing what I want to be doing. So if it's not something productive and you're just consuming all the time and not creating, why wouldn't I be doing that instead? And like, I have the same 24 hours as everybody else in life, but it's what those 24 hours look like. As long as I feel like I'm moving towards something and then I'm going to achieve something, I feel like that is when I'm the happiest in life. And it's not about one day, it's about day one. Like, as corny as that shit sounds, it's true. And like, you see it on your social media feed. It's like, when are you gonna get to work? When are you gonna start doing this? It's like, I I guess today. Like, that's really what it took for me to start on the journey of trying to make trading work. When I don't have a trade or I don't have anything going on in that scene, it's like, okay, I feel like I'm running in a hamster wheel. But if I'm making videos like this and trying to help somebody else out that might be on the same path, or that might see this and then take it as motivation, that might be something that you can work towards, and then it would make me feel accomplished and make me feel like I'm moving in the right direction. And then in turn, it doesn't give me that sense of like, oh, I'm not moving at all. Like, the journey isn't progressing. Even if the journey is not progressing, we can progress in other fields, because it only takes a couple hours in the morning, and then I'm done with that shit. So it's like, you gotta move on, and then see what the rest of my day looks like. That's not just gonna be, wake up, trade, go to the gym, and run. That's like, that's some bullshit. And then eat, and then watch YouTube for the rest of the day, like I've been doing. Like, come on, bro. It's got to be something else that I can be doing in those 24-hour periods. I want to start up social media. I'm going to do that. And if anybody sees this, and this was one of the reasons that I didn't want to do it, because if other people see it, then, oh, what are they going to think about me? Oh, what are they going to say? It's like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? If they don't have anything positive to say, I don't care, because they are in a shittier position than what I even am in. You know, I've been able to see some profits from what I've done in trading, and uh, I never even thought that it would be possible in the last year. Like, I worked towards it with no even sense of knowing if it would pay off. And even if this doesn't pay off for another year or two, I don't care. I don't care. It's at least something I'm moving forward towards. And I know that I can be delusional and crazy about whatever I want to be, and as long as it's making me happy, then it's what I'm gonna do. So no results. I don't care. I'll still keep posting this shit. This will still be something that I wanna craft my dream life. So I'm gonna move towards that, and that's gonna be like by any means necessary at this point. It's full steam ahead. I'll run over any motherfucker that tries to get in the way. Like, I couldn't care less at this point about what a lame has to say about me. Stupid as that sounds, but you know, anybody else who has something negative to say or doubt about me, it's just that they're lame and they don't matter at all, really, bro. It does not matter. It does not contribute towards the final goal, which is, financial freedom and being able to craft that dream day out of whatever I want. I can wake up, I can say I want to do this and that today. I could take a, a, a day that would normally be somebody's like regular ass shit going to their job and turn it into something that I couldn't even imagine about, you know? So, yeah, peace. Thank you for listening.